Hey, this is Pastor Michael Urisha, and I want to invite you to hit that like and subscribe button and drop us a comment if you will. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you receive all of our updates. God bless you. Come on, let's get to the Word.
Lastly, Jesus Christ will absolutely return. Amen. We're talking about absolutes this morning. In John chapter 14, verses 1 through 3, if you throw that up there. Jesus speaking, do not let your hearts be troubled, Judah. Don't let your hearts be troubled. Do you believe in God? Do you believe in God? Do you believe in God? Then Jesus says, believe also in me. My Father's house has many rooms. If that were not so, I would have told you that I was going there to prepare a place for you. And if I go and prepare a place for you, here's the promise, I will come back. I'm going to take you with me so that you also may be where I am. Listen, saints of God, when Jesus was speaking here, he was speaking to first century Galileans. This is all wedding language in John chapter 14. Basically, he's talking about the bride and the bridegroom, right? The theme throughout the church, the theme throughout Revelation, as the bride is going to come back for his bridegroom. The way the bridegroom got his bride, he had to propose to her. He saw sweet-looking honey in the village, and he would propose to her. So they would sit down at the table with the bride's father, and he liked her. He would offer her a cup. It's called the cup of the covenant. So he would take the cup after they made their agreement because he had to pay a dowry. You know what a dowry is. You know they still have dowries. A friend of mine just paid a dowry last week. The brother, he's from Zambia. He's from Lusaka, and he goes to Botswana. He's going to marry a Botswana girl. Pastor Lutangu, he sent me a message. He had to pay 8 cows. I said, she must be some honey. Dang. Either that or it's Bidenomics with inflation or something. I don't know. But I don't know. 8 cows he had to pay. So the son would have to barter with the dad on how many cows they were going to swap. And so once they came to the agreement, they would set the cup of the covenant between the girl and the boy. The boy would take the cup, he would drink the cup, he would set it down. Now it's her decision. If she chose to drink the cup, she was engaged to be married. They were betrothed. Even though they hadn't consummated, it was a legal and binding agreement. Are you following with me? Has anybody drank the cup of the covenant? Even though we haven't consummated it yet, it's coming. We're betrothed to our bridegroom. Oh, come on, are you getting this, somebody? That's why Jesus said in the Last Supper when they drank the cup, he says, we won't drink of this cup again until we're in my daddy's house, because the young groom and the bride-to-be, once they drank the cup, they would not drink that cup again until they consummated the marriage and drank the cup of the covenant in the daddy's house. But in the meantime, he had to go prepare a place for her. Jesus said, I'm going to prepare a place for you, so that where I am, I may come back and receive you unto myself. So in the first century Galileans, the son would go off and he would have to build, it's called a huppah. It was a house. It was an extension to daddy's house. He had to go there and build it. And of course, he'd want to throw up a couple twigs in a week and go get his girl. Daddy said, not so fast, son. This room got to be right. This huppah got to be right. You got a beautiful bride. Hey, I paid 8 cows. You are not short. You are not short selling your girl. So he goes off, and Jesus went off and is preparing a place for us. But there would come the day when Daddy would walk out and he would look at the room and he would inspect it. Everything was in good shape. It was prepared for his bride to be. That's why people would go around saying, hey, when's the marriage between Joshua and Miriam? Nobody knows, but only the Father. Then the day would come. Daddy looks at the room and it all looks good. He says, son, go get your bride. They would go out. He would take his groomsmen, and they would walk through the village. And it would be at midnight. You can read about this in Matthew chapter 25 with the 10 virgins. And they would come through the village. And the first thing they would do is they would blow the shofar. Because at the sounding of the trump, Jesus Christ is coming to meet us. Hallelujah. But in the meantime, while the bride was waiting, so the bride didn't think the groom had forgotten about her, because it might be months, it might even be a year. He would send her little gifts. He would send her fruit. He would send her flowers. He would send her the gift of speaking in tongues. Oh, come on, you're hearing me, somebody. While Jesus is preparing a place for us, he is sending us gifts of healing. He's sending us gifts of interpretation. He's giving us healings and giftings and prophetic words. But the day would come that he would go get his bride. Church, I'm telling you, there's a day that trumpet's about to sound. Jesus is going to return. He's going to come for his bride. Come on, somebody in the house, give our God a praise. Hallelujah.
Hey, this is Pastor Michael Urisha, and I hope you enjoyed today's short word. Now, you can help us spread the gospel of Jesus Christ all over the earth by simply hitting that like button, subscribing to our channel, and don't forget to hit the notification bell. And last but not least, share this message with all your friends and family. Well, God bless you, and Maranatha. Jesus Christ is coming soon.